Hello, everyone. Welcome to Taunus Foto Galerie, and welcome particularly to Oliver Dunsch, who's standing next to me, and one of his pictures on the wall behind me. Um, this video is about his exhibition, which is called Have You Seen the Streets of London? And why London? Well, you can see on the picture behind me, this was taken at Holborn Underground Station. I happen to be born in London, so I have a connection there. And Oliver lived there for 7 years. The first time he went there, it was with he was a foreigner, and so what I love is his humorous look with outsiders' eyes. Oliver, welcome. It's great to have you.
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much for coming by. And what we thought was we would start off with some of your, we'd look at some of your pictures, and then we'd have a little bit of a commentary about, how you started in your photography life. So this is you, I think, on Portobello Road.
That's correct.
So tell us a bit about your history, your love of London, and your street photography.
Oh, that's to make a long story short. I always loved London. I always wanted to live, at least in an English-speaking country. It happened to be London then. In the end, I missed to do it in my 20s. I moved there in my 40s. I was always curious. I always discovered cities by foot. After quite a time, I started developing a different approach, and I used a bicycle to get around even further. But Portobello and Shoreditch were my main places of interest where I felt home.
Mm-hmm. And what I love so much about your images is your fantastic sense of humor, this sense of irony that comes out in many of your pictures. And being from London, it just makes me smile. A lot of your images do. So let's, for instance, this one is you. It's called "You Just Missed Out," and I love this. You've done so many of your images are with advertising hoardings. So what do? You stand here and wait for hours until something happens, or?
It's either I wait there and I have an image in mind or a situation in mind where the ad communicates with the passerby, for example, or it just happens in front of my eye, as if the photograph was coming to me rather than I was looking for it.
And I love the other half of this pair, which is the same ad, and found it.
Yeah, well, there are a couple of things coming together. It's the writing on her bag, which says "found it," because it was on sale. And yeah, I had the imagination that this guy is looking for Mrs. Right. So.
Very cool. And then we go to mouthwatering, which I think was also in a show at the Royal Academy, or it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there is a summer exhibition at the Royal Academy of Arts in London every year. Everyone can enter two pieces of artwork, whether it's photography or architecture even. And this one was actually selected and hung in the exhibition.
Cool.
And sold out in the preview evening, which is quite amazing.
That must have been fantastic for you. Great feeling. And here we have another. I love the irony here: concave versus convex, and we obviously know which is concave and which is convex. And yeah, how long did you have to wait for this person to stand in front of this ad?
That happened by chance.
Okay.
I mean, I never ask anyone to pose anywhere or go back if I missed the moment. There are a zillion moments I missed. There are a zillion photographs I didn't take because it was too slow. The lens cap was on or anything like that. And that one is yeah, that happened, and I was lucky to be fast enough. But I focused on the girl, and then he walked in. I said, okay, okay, a little bit further, stay there, and then I took the shot. Yeah,
Absolutely. Yes, brilliant. And I love this. And when you see the next image, those of you watching, you'll see this great sense of humor. So danger, men working overhead, and this is called head over heels. And we
correct.
have the next image, which is head under heels. Um, I love this. So what's going on behind here? What's this an ad for?
I have no idea. That was in close to Brick Lane. It
Uh-huh.
was a very worn down building, and they
Yeah.
basically covered everything up, like they do in
Yes. Yeah,
general
yeah.
in London. And
Yeah, and he's
yeah,
lovely with
this
their
is
hair hanging down, men working overhead. Yes,
yeah.
brilliant.
And sometimes I have even songs in my mind, like Under My Thumb was, playing in my head, and I thought
Yeah.
it's not a men's world. If you're honest, if it's not a men's world, we're driven by the acceptance of women at least, and so we are under their heels rather than on top of anything.
That's cool. And here you can't stop Ralph. And I think you have to tell us a little bit about this because I can see we're standing on the other side of a road from a bus stop. And obviously this is behind this, there is some rebuilding work going on, or
Yeah, that's actually on Regent Street.
uh-huh.
And if you're familiar with Regent Street, there's two lanes going up, two lanes going down. In the
Yeah.
middle, you can walk or
Mm-hmm.
you can take
Mm-hmm.
photos. And that was refurbishing or building a new Ralph Lauren store on Regent Street. And uh, that was so appealing that I spent hours and days even and tried to. I have zillions of photos of the same of this man jumping over the tennis net, and I always wanted to have him collaborate with someone
Someone walking
passing
past,
by.
yeah. I know I've seen some of your other images
Yeah.
of which have different names, and they're lovely. And we decided to choose this one. You can't stop Ralph. Lovely. And this is on Trafalgar Square, I think.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's in front of the National Gallery.
Hmm.
And they were also refurbishing. Obviously, they choose a different way to cover up some classic art. And well, these guys, these floating guys, they're all over the place. And this particular one, Yoda from Star Wars, he was interacting with people walking by, asking or begging for money, obviously. Um, so yeah,
So Star Wars and classical painting all together. And I love the humor in this. You're standing on one side of the road, there's a pedestrian crossing, and in the left image is no go. The red light's on, and then go, the green light's on.
you always wait for green. So
Okay.
in every situation of your life, you should wait for green and go.
And we have no idea here what's being advertised, or it's
I
hiding
do
some.
have,
You do. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So Oliver, this is it's a real privilege to be able to show your images here. Um, Oliver's images will be on show here in the gallery from the 24th of August until the 8th of September. So please put that in your diary, come along. Um, just before then, we'll have a short exhibition of various black and white artists that I've shown before, and the one afterwards will be from the middle of September, René Agusheimer. So, Oliver, it's just a fantastic privilege to be able to show your images. Thank you for choosing this gallery,
Oh,
and we look forward to welcoming lots of people coming to see your images.
thank you for showcasing my work. It's an honor. I'm
Well,
really pleased that we found and that our ways crossed. And we build something together.
Yeah, and we will make something together. Thank you very much for the privilege. Thank you for watching this, and please come along to the exhibition. Have you seen the Streets of London by Oliver Dunsch?
And have a drink with us.
Have a drink with us. Thank you.
Take
Good
care.
night. Bye-bye.